to talk about dance right about now on Kababayan LA. I promised you three things at the start of the program, and that was reading. We featured a Kababayan publisher earlier doing a noble thing, which is trying to get the kids started with learning about God and Christ at a very young age through publication of a children's book on religion or on Christianity. Also, second part of the program, we talked to you about traveling to Taiwan, but I also promised dancing, and that's what we're going to be talking about with two representatives from Sampaguita Youth Dance Troupe. Hello and welcome to Kababayan LA.
Hi.
We've featured Sampaguita here before. Of course, their choreographer Martin is a good friend of Kababayan LA, but we had different dancers before. So tell me, this is the first time on Kababayan LA, Nina and Regina, right? Mm-hmm. Tell us how you got involved with Sampaguita. Nina first.
Well, I actually met Mr. Martin when I was in kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, through my school, and he did something sort of like Sampaguita. And I tried it out when I was in kindergarten, and then 8th grade, after I got promoted, I started doing Sampaguita, so I've been doing it ever since then.
So, yeah. How many years? 10, 12, 13?
So, well, I'm 24 now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm 23 now,
okay.
So, about like 11 or 12 years.
11 or 12 years.
Yeah.
What about you, Nina? Oh, Regina.
I started Sampaguita in 2003. Mm-hmm. It used to have practice at Holy Innocents, and that was where my elementary school was. So my mom found out about Sampaguita. She knew Mr. Martin for a very long time, so she said, okay, I'm going to take you to Sampaguita. I didn't know what Sampaguita was.
Right.
So when I got there, I'm like, we're dancing?
Yes.
I've never danced before. So it was an interesting experience.
And you must have liked it because you're still dancing now.
Yes.
What do you like about it?
It's a way to meet new friends. I've met a lot of new people there, and just to stay in contact with like my heritage. And it's just a lot of fun.
I would imagine that this is a good way for you guys as well, because, you know, like you, so many Kababayans out there were born and raised here. You haven't even been to the Philippines, no. Nina. You've been to the Philippines how many times?
About 5.
About 5 times. But still, you know, in order to connect to your heritage, this is, I guess, one tool for you to learn about, you know, the birth country of your parents, correct? What do you learn from Sampaguita?
Well, I learned a lot of not only about my heritage and culture. We used to learn about the language too. So we had a summer school before I joined. So we got to learn about the language, and then with each dance move that we do, we get taught the background and also the music. So also being in the dance troupe, we also learn dedication and responsibility to the dance troupe. So
does it also help you if, say, for example, you know, dance right now is such a big thing, you know, so many reality shows featuring dance crews. Does it help you perhaps transition if you're willing, or if you're thinking of transitioning to modern dance or jazz or hip hop or anything like that? Are there plans, or is it really folk dancing for now?
Well, for me, I've been doing folk dancing for most of my life, but like with our concert coming up, we incorporate a lot of other cultures into our dances, and it's more modern, so it's really exciting.
But folk dancing, I would imagine it teaches you a lot about grace and poise, right? Especially with the dance that you performed for us earlier, which you're going to be seeing, guys, in just a little while. When you need to balance an empty glass on your head. How long do you practice for something like that?
Well, I've been doing it for a couple of years now. When I first did it, I would always be scared if it would fall. We'd practice with tomato cans.
Okay.
And it would always fall, and I'd get so upset. But
have you ever broken a glass?
I think maybe in practice, but probably not on stage.
Have you ever gotten hurt dancing?
Yes.
What happened?
Well, it's just here and there. Through practices and like
Tinikling?
Tinikling, yeah. We always get our foot caught, but you know, through practice it doesn't really bother us anymore because we're used to it.
And it shows. Do you still get nervous when you perform?
Initially.
But
it just goes away as the dance progresses.
Right. We're going to see Lina and Regina dance. What do you call that? The
Binasuan.
Binasuan for us later when we return on Kababayan LA. Don't go away.